Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ICU Arena. Grab yourselves a seat. We're not in the managerial suite just yet. We will take our seats in there in a short while. But for now, we're starting things off here in the boardroom. Grab yourself a seat. There's plenty of chairs. Grab yourself a nice cold can of moose juice as well. I mean, there's plenty of stocked around. Help yourself. Do you know what? Even we've got a fresh delivery of the flapjacks as well. So, you know, grab one of those. Hey, anyway, welcome in. How is everyone doing? A new week, and not just a new week, but a whole new season. Season 4 of ICU FC's story. The Masters of the League kicks off right now. And Pirates, thank you very much for the host. You absolute hero. Welcome in, everyone. How are we all doing? Question. Are we all here to see how Ice Cream uploads? Oh, and Bits as well. Hey, Pirate, thank you very much for the 100 bits. What a guy. Bacon Chin still hungover. Good man. Question, are we all here to see how Ice Cream Uploads FC gets on in the Charity Shield and the first 2 games of the league? Or are we here for a copy of FIFA 21? What are we saying? Or is it a bit of both? What are we saying? Don't forget, we are giving away a copy of FIFA 21 within this stream. Do you know what? Let's do it after the Charity Shield. We'll not make it, string it out until the end of the stream. We'll do it after the Charity Shield. We'll get one piece of silverware out of the way. Either we win it or we don't. It's a big game against City. After that, we will give away a copy of FIFA 21 to one subscriber. That's our monthly subscriber giveaway, the loot drop. If you haven't been here before, obviously you guys that subscribe to the channel, you help keep the lights on here at the ICU Arena and everywhere else where we make content as well. And to give a little back, each and every single month we give away one prize to subscribers as a way of saying thank you for the support that you give us. And this month's prize is a copy of FIFA 21 on the platform of your choice. So if you're a sub and you've linked your accounts in Discord, you could bag that. But you guys know it. It's already prepped. Nice. Anyway, the reason we're here, the reason we're in this room, the reason we've got Dodo's shirt on the wall just there and Lolo's shirt on the wall up there, the reason we're sat in this room is, well, it's August. Obviously it's August. I mean, it might feel like November to you guys, but it's August. It's absolutely 100% August. We are in the tail end of the transfer window. We've done a lot of business already. We've got a few pounds left, so there might be some last-minute dealings. So that's why we're in the boardroom. We will keep jumping back into the managerial suite because we do have some games coming in today's episode. But, you know what, we'll keep coming back here as well because we've got transfers. We need to get things done. Speaking about getting things done, babe, yes. What should we jump into first? Do we look at the fixtures first, or do we look at the shape of the team after the transfers so far?
I mean, it'd be rude not to look at the schedule we've got today because it looks like we've got an absolute banger of a stream again for us.
Let's have a look.
Okay, so after smashing the living daylights of every single team that was in the ICC, only conceding 1 goal, and that was the first match against Benfica. We ended up picking up the ICC Championship for the 2nd consecutive season, which then made, I think it was 3 streams in a row where we'd won a trophy of sorts, which is absolutely perfect for us. We are a team of winners, but today we start off with the final day of the transfer window. We don't know. Some players could leave, some players could come in. Who knows? We'll find out in about the next 4 days. We then start the stream off with another potential trophy lift as we go to Wembley to go and play in the Charity Shield against Manchester City.
We may have tweeted Charity Shield, and I may have said Charity Shield, and you may have said Charity Shield. I mean, it might be called the Community Shield, but it's always the Charity Shield. We addressed this last time. Forget it. It's fine. It is the Charity Shield. Forget. Anyone says it, get out of here. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
We then start our Premier League season at home to Brighton and Hove Albion, a team who we lost against last year. The year before that, we ended up losing the FA Cup semi-final to, so we have got a little bit of history against them. Hopefully we can kickstart our season off in the right way. We then take a trip to Anfield in our 2nd fixture in the Premier League. Liverpool, 2 seasons ago, took us right down to the very last day of the season. However, last year, they ended up finishing 9th, I think it was. They did not have a good season at all. I don't know whether or not that's the structure of the team they've got. I don't know whether they've lost some key players or not, but they just had an abysmal season.
I mean,
so that is where
We say that. They definitely had an abysmal season in the league. They almost had an amazing season in the FA Cup final, though.
Yes.
Literally the best game that we have ever had on the channel. Breaking the fourth wall a little bit. We went 1-0 up against Liverpool early on. Castolo nutmegging Virgil van Dijk. We went 3-1 down with like 15 minutes left on the clock, and then managed to win 4-3. Ridiculously good game. So we've beaten Liverpool to the title, and we've beaten Liverpool to the FA Cup trophy as well. So definitely got a little bit of a score to settle there with us, those guys. Yeah. And then after that, the transfer window shuts on the last day of August. So busy stream for you here. Let's jump back into the boardroom. Before we do jump into how the squad looks right now, Iceman has just asked across the desk, says, what are your thoughts on reports that Castolo has been seen playing street football? Okay, well, actually on that, we do need to jump into the chairman's office. So let me just back in a sec. John is in there. Hi, Mr. Chairman. How's things? You all right? Right? Okay, fine. You know, talkative as usual. I mean, we can neither confirm nor deny that Bibby has donned his own shoes for a little bit of international travelling and taken a couple of players with him. We can neither confirm nor deny that Castolo went with him. Obviously, he's contracted only to play for Ice Cream Applauds FC in all of the scheduled and sanctioned leagues and cups that we play in. So we would never, obviously, take him out onto the streets playing, you know, and a bit of five-a-side, a bit of three-a-side, or whatever, would we, Bib?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely not. I mean, all he said was, I fancy a little bit more pre-season training. I said, do you know what, mate? Who am I to say no to that? You're getting on a little bit. It takes a little bit longer for you to be able to get fit. So we'll take you on a pre-season tour. And, I mean, he played some fantastic football. Yeah, it's just a championship winner. Serial winner on and off the pitch.
He wins all the serials. Yes. So, yeah. Reports denied Castolo hasn't been playing street football. Castolo's just been doing a pre-season warm-up. That's all it was. It was all officially sanctioned. Yep. And if anyone asks anything about contracts and stuff, then yeah, whatever. We'll just leave it at that. Nice? Nice. Bacon Chin did says, have we ever seen the chairman? Yeah, it's just here. Right there. You'll see him pitch side. So whenever we're playing in the matches and stuff, me and Bib, obviously for COVID reasons, aren't allowed on the pitch. I don't understand why that makes the chairman can go there. Neither do you. We don't need to ask questions. We just accept it. It's fine. But yeah, he's the guy that you see in the press conferences and on the pitch side. You'll see him no doubt in this stream because we do have a couple of big games coming ahead. Anyway, let's get back into the boardroom. Back into the boardroom. We'll say let's jump into the managerial suite. Do you know what? Actually, we'll do that. Enough of the boardroom now. We're not going to do any transfer decisions potentially yet. If we do, we'll jump back in here. For now, let's get back to where most of the decisions get made, in the managerial suite, because obviously we want to give you guys an update on what the team looks like, what the team will be that plays in the community/charity shield, and what the team that will be taken into the start of the league. What it looks like right now, obviously it could change. There's a little bit of the transfer window left, but this is what it looks like. I said this is what it looks like. We're in the managerial suite. There we go.
Just noises all over the place.
There we go. Okay, go give us a run through of the team. What's changed then since last season?
So we brought I could nearly not pronounce his name. Mikolenko. We brought him in at left back. Ruskin didn't want to sign the new contract. He was just being a bit of a dick. We did offer him something that we thought as a squad player he would like. That didn't turn out to be the case. So in a part exchange, we ended up getting a better player out of it. So for us, he didn't want to sign the contract, didn't want to negotiate, didn't want to be part of this team anymore, so we got rid of him.
Which is disappointing.
Mikolenko.
Absolutely disappointing. I mean, Ruskin, for those that didn't see it, wanted more money. We offered more money, and we offered, what was it, like a 5-year contract as well, so we wanted to keep him at the club for a long time. We didn't want to get rid of Ruskin. But some players are, and I don't want this to be misconstrued in the press. I don't want it to sound worse than it is. But some players are just arseholes. so yeah. There you go.
Bluntly put, some players are arseholes.
And I didn't think Ruskin was one of those players, but it turned out he was. Anyway, so keep going then, Bib. Who else has joined the team?
So we ended up with a new centre forward in Chalov, a player who we signed back in January and obviously couldn't leave. until the beginning of this season. So that's how we've ended up coming in with obviously Haaland remains. Jonathan David, the attacking midfielder, just to give us something else to go alongside Mason Mount. Obviously, Mason Mount only ended up playing a third of the. Sorry, was it 2/3 or a third of the games last season?
He missed a third. He played 2/3.
Yeah, sorry, he missed a third. Yeah, he missed a third last year, which out of the 60-game season is quite a lot of games. Very important ones as well. Most notably, one of them at the Etihad, where we went to 2-0 up, and we ended up going out. I mean, it wasn't just his fault. We ended up having like a second string out because of the amount of injuries and down form that we had going into that. So this is the reason why we tried to bulk out the squad. We also brought Nene in, the 16-year-old prodigy, as well as Billy Gilmore, and I think it's James Gardner, is it?
Yeah, James Garner. So he was the last one. So we got Curtis Jones. Is that his name, Curtis?
Yeah.
So Curtis Jones and Gilmore and Nene all joined at the same time. Garner was not really been selected at United. I think he'd been loaned out and then still not been selected. So we did go in for him, turned it down. We re-upped our offer and he's signed. So these are our youth team players. Let's break the fourth wall a little bit again now. So we do have a youth team. We can select players from that. But when you've got a 16-year-old Carlos Tevez and Emmanuel Adebayor that have all of the skills in the world, we don't necessarily want to sign all of those guys. So we've picked up free agents that are youth players from other teams instead, and they will act as our youth team. We might build them, we might sell them and get a bit of profit. We'll see how that happens. There is one exception to not signing regens, and Nene is a regen, but because he's a player that most people won't be familiar with, it's a player with a good quality face build that's not necessarily really high, but he's a player that we can maybe look to develop, so that's why we brought him in. Anyway, back in the room. So that is it. I mean, some nice additions. A few really good rated players in Mikolenko, J. David, and Chaloff. So that's defence, midfield, and attack boosted, plus some youth players as well. So that's nice. Do we have any other players that we're talking to or players that we're looking at?
I don't think we've got anyone that we're talking to. No, we don't have any. So we've got £20 million to spend and a salary budget of 21 million. I think if we end up winning the Charity Shield, or Community Shield, or whatever the fuck it's called now, we'll end up getting some more transfer budget, because that's what we've moved the focus to. We've got a shitload of budget to be able to buy players that are, bring in players that are on the no contract list, but they are all pretty much toilet. We've got some salary to move around with.
Any players scouted?
Yes, not now. We've had a look at the ones last time, but we'll go back through again. None of them stood out. We did change it, I think.
Oh,
hello.
I didn't want. That's why I was like, because I wasn't ready for that.
All right.
We just
I wish I could give you the control of this, because it's very difficult for me to know where you are without me seeing your screen.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't know where you are, so I'm just going through, and hopefully we're both in sync. But
look at Mikolenko's face there. Wow. We received an offer from Alaves to loan Bellingham. Interesting. Iceman says, I still remember when the League Cup was sponsored by Worthingtons.
Yeah, I still call it the Carling Cup, even though it hasn't been that for 10, 15 years.
I mean, I can't remember what it's called now. Is the LDV Vans Trophy? Is that even the LDV Vans anymore? The lower League Cup kind of thing.
Oh, no idea. I still call it the
Johnson's Paint Trophy. Yeah, I think I know it's LDV Vans, Johnson's Paint, and so many other things. I don't even know what it is anymore. But City Iconic Moments apparently coming in on Thursday on PES2020. Bibs.
Really?
They're in already, aren't they? City Iconic Moments. Oh no, that's Iconic Moments. I'm thinking of feature players.
Yeah, we've got the agent. So who's going to be the Iconic Moment? Is it going to be like Vincent Kompany? I mean, is Sean Goldar going to make an appearance? Iconic Moment? Are we going to have Paul Dickoff from the 99 playoff? Who knows?
LDV Vans is now the Papa John's Trophy. Is it really?
Yes.
Wow.
I've seen that. I've seen that, yeah.
Fucking hell. I mean, all these sponsors coming in and getting a piece of the action. Sorry. Honestly, I'm a punning guy. I need to earn my crust. Okay, anyway, back into our base of operations. Let's top things off. Baby's going to top himself. Hey, all these puns are cheesy. Proper cheddar. Anyway, Jude Bellingham. An offer for a loan has been received. Alaves offering a 1-year loan for Bellingham. What are we thinking,
Yes.
Bib?
I think it's a yes. I think you should just send him. Go. I think it's going to be a good move for him. I think we've got more than enough cover in that area now. He's a player that we wanted to bring in to try and develop. He hasn't been getting that much game time over the last year or so, or the last 12 months. I think this will be an ideal move for him.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout. Okay, I mean, is there even worth a poll? I mean, should we just let Jude Bellingham go out and get some exposure, experience? He's not really going to start ahead of Dodo or Garner in that sense. Garner, in theory, could play ahead of him. He's not going to play ahead of Foden, and we do have more attacking midfield options. Is this a good opportunity to let him get some playtime? You can see his growth has been stunted a little bit by a lack of playing time. I'm feeling like we just go ahead with this. We all agreed? We all agreed? Give it.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, let's get him going. Send him away for a year. Get a nice 730 grand in for it as well. That's nice. Nice. He gets some experience. Job's a good one.
So these are the players that we looked at last time.
It's the dumph. That's what we're really losing out on, which is gutting because we had the likes of Wilfred Ndidi sat in this list, and we just hit the conversations between him, his agents, and our guys cooled. We were looking to bring in Ndidi into the team. But yeah, like I said, the conversations have cooled. That conversation is no longer ongoing. We do have the likes of Declan Rice, a player that we would love to bring into the team. But wasn't he like stupidly expensive? Same with Matteo Guendouzi as well.
I don't think it had anything that was useful for us. Like his price to what he's capable of didn't really fit.
86 million release fee. So was it about 40 million or something? 37 million. That's incredible. Incredible. For a 23-year-old.
Indeed, he was 3 times the player that he was, and he was so much cheaper as well.
Was it like 16 million or something like that? 18 million?
Yeah, it was dirt cheap.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love Guendouzi. I'd love Rice. I mean, what's Caceres? What's he looking like? Yeah, not anything. Okay, get out. I think the same thing with Bijol as well at the bottom. I think he's another one that just didn't have anything. So look, Manu Milanes, good ball player, but as a defensive player, we're searching for a DMF. He can play that position, but he's definitely an offensive player. Offensive awareness of 84. His defensive awareness is just not there at all. 1.5 million. Wasn't he like a stupid amount of money when we looked at getting him previously?
Yeah, he was. I don't know what the hell has happened. He's 23 now, but yeah, he's on there. Release fee 3.5, but we can get him for 1.5.
I mean, Caceres, is he from Villarreal as well?
Yes.
It looks like the team's clearly in issues. Then they're trying to get rid of all of their players. I'm guessing they aren't financially secure. They thought they were last season. When you want Manu Milanes, yeah, it'll cost you £1 billion. So if you want them this season, oh yeah, take anyone. It's a fire sale. Get them all out of here. Mr. Gatekeeper TV though, 14 months. Thank you very much for the resub, Craig. Using the prime time. Remember, if you do have a Twitch Prime, feel free to use it on the channel. That would be nice. That would be nice. Speaking of Twitch Primes, if you do have one, feel free to use it on the channel. Not only do you get yourself a sub, but if you do it in time, you could enter for a chance to win yourself a copy of FIFA 21. We are giving away one copy of FIFA 21 to one of our subscribers that not only has subbed to the channel, but has joined our Discord and linked their accounts. Everyone that is in that will be added to this. Oh, this. Anytime soon. There we go. It's so slow. Like you press it and then you have to wait like an hour for it to like pop up. What are you doing?
That proper tickle me that.
It does that.
Find yourself one of these.
You have to wait for it. It does that every. It does that every time. I mean, it's just like. But it's cause it. I think it's cause it's a web source. So I press it and like usually assets and stuff like when I'm doing the discussing now, I can put it on and off when I want. But because this isn't like a static asset, I can get rid of it I think quickly. But then when I bring it back, there we go, eventually. So that spin wheel is lists all the people that is subbed and is in the Discord. And that One person on this spin wheel will win a copy of FIFA 21. We'll draw that after the Charity Shield game. So in terms of transfers, we have 20 million to spend. We have 21 million salary, so we have money now starting to build in the team. We need a defensive midfielder. Other than that, we are pretty well covered. So if we get any defensive midfield options popping up over the next 2 weeks of in-game time, then we will look at that. But for now, ahead in the game, we have a Charity Shield to play. Nice.
We do. Just seen Iceman's comment about it either being Given or Barry. Yeah, those are the two that I thought they might make Vincent Kompany come back. But I agree with Arms. Like, I was struggling to come up with the City icons that I think they would have the rights to be able to do, because like 2012 is probably the one where I think actually some of those players will probably get into an iconic moment. Or the Aguero, they just have an iconic moment to Aguero from 2012 when we won the league. So yeah, I mean, I would go much further back. I'd love like an iconic moment, Sean Wright Phillips or something like that, but that's not going to happen, is it?
It depends. I mean, if it was legends that played for certain clubs, you could. I mean, they've got Andy Cole as a legend, but did he do anything? Was there any City iconic moments that stand out for Andy Cole? Because I mean, they've got him as a United thing. It's probably a bit awkward to get like all these United legends and then go, oh, City rival, yeah.
Yeah, I think he only scored like 4 goals in about 19 appearances for us, so I doubt they'll have him in there because he was only there for 1 season.
Yeah, I was just thinking of players that they have the license to, that they could shoehorn into it, kind of thing. But
that's what I was thinking. Yeah, like I agree with Iceman. I think the two Givens are Given and Barry. But yeah, I mean, they probably could have the license for Vincent Kompany still, because I think he retired just after the season started, so he may still be in the database somewhere. But yeah, I agree. I was finding it difficult to think of someone who they may have the license to have an iconic moment for.
Someone they might have the license to, though, is the reports coming out of Brazil say that João Pedro is a young Brazilian talent who's been likened to being the next Castolo and is looking for a move to the Premier League. Let's have a look.
Oh, hello.
Look at that face. 21. Centre forward. Bit of speed on him. His stats actually. Has he got any skills going on? Chip shot. Acrobatic finishing. It's actually not a bad looking player. 24 million though.
Ooh.
Plateauing at 76. Yeah, 20. All of our transfer salary gone. We'll add him to the list. We'll get him listed. Decent enough project player though, that one.
Absolutely, yeah. Pirates asking, were there people on there twice, as in from the giveaway stuff?
No. Let's have a look.
It shouldn't be.
Loading. So the names I have are Pirates, Shogun, Ads, Beans, Daniel, Chape, Chucky, Dadenlad, Kangaroo Dog, Luki, Pakiloquent, Mayankel, Gagad. Fuck. Come on, you slow ass piece of shit. There we go. West, Evertonian, VFM, Evertonian, Bacon Chin, Enix, and Lake. There's the names that we have. There we go. Let me refresh my source code just to make sure it's all good. Refresh cache.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You have 19 names.
Do you know what? Let me double check it. Make sure. Let's double check. Whilst I'm double checking, do you want to get the formation set for the next game?
Yeah, of course, can. Get your pad plugged in.
No. Let's go back to the office, because this is not a video game of football. This is an actual real life football club. So. There we go.
Sweet. All right, so the team against Manchester City then, Castolo is bang up for it, as well as is Kubo. I think it's only 3 substitutes that are allowed in this one. Dodo is going to take his time out of the squad. He isn't going to be a viable option for us to bring him on. So it could be either Jonathan David or Nene. In fact, no, I'm going to go with Garner because he is a defensive midfielder and that is who Dodo is. So he'll be coming in. Rasmussen is going to be taking his time out of the bench as well. So we need another centre back to come in. Katic looks bang up for it. He will be joining the rest of the players. Now, we've got one more space for another player. And I think after his performances in the ICC, Nene is probably going to get the
Not bad.
nod. So we'll bring him in.
Sorry,
This is how the team looks. You okay?
Yeah, I was just saying, sorry, I was opening up the notepad and it popped up on the screen. You keep going, you keep going.
Oh, right, okay. So, again, Castolo leads the line alongside Isak. We do obviously have Haaland and Chelov on the bench. Haaland didn't even get a minute in the ICC purely because of how well Isak was playing. He was in red hot form. He is going to remain there for this to see whether or not we can play against Manchester City, see if we can do any damage there, so he will keep his place. Mason Mount, obviously in centre attacking midfield, hopefully he'll be able to last 90 minutes. This is going to be a big test for him. We have recently changed his training schedule to try and get that injury resistance up from 1 to at least a 2. He's halfway through that at the moment, so potentially we could see him play more games this season because at the moment he's got legs like shredded wheat. McNeil had the season of his life last year, team of the season on the left-hand side. A player that we picked up for free. He didn't have a contract, so we picked him up to bulk out the squad. Ended up being one of the best players on the park for the entirety of the season. So he keeps his place on the left-hand side. Kubo is bang up for it, so he will remain on the right-hand side. We do have Matondo. He is a player that we potentially may be getting rid of. Depends on if the right offer comes in for him, because he is not performing well for us and hasn't done for the last 12 to 18 months. Phil Foden remains in CDM. We do have the ability to be able to bring in Garner and shore up the defensive midfield standpoint if we need to. If we are winning 1-0 and we're playing into the final minutes, that we can shore it up a little bit. Alphonso Davies, spectacular season last year. Nani came in January, started to shore that defence up alongside Sam. We've got a nice little partnership going on there. Zef Wheat comes in on the right-hand side, another player that we brought in January. Has been phenomenal. He's kept Frimpong and Justin out of the team, as well as Safanov, who is just, for me, best keeper in the league. The shots to save ratio is outstanding, so we definitely will be looking to try and keep him.
Oh, we've lost your audio. Can you hear me? No, we've lost his audio. No, baby, 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 baby. He's gone. I don't think he knows. Gone. Join. Come back. Come back, baby. Come back. That's fine. Hey, there we go. We heard all of that up until you just started talking about Svilar anyway, so I think we had pretty much all of it in.
The Discord just kicks me off my phone every now and again, so I just have to keep on touching my phone and keeping it live, I think. No idea why.
We are good, though. We are good.
Okay.
I'll say that. We're not good. There's one missing. Okay. We'll figure that out after the game. Let's jump in the game. One of the names just isn't refreshing in the source code. It was the last one that was added. Source. Refresh. Oh, there we go. He's in now. He's in. Not going to tell you who it was. You'll find out. Pre-match press conference, Bib. What are your thoughts?
I think, considering we just wiped the floor with Barcelona, I think we've definitely got the ability to cause a lot of problems here today. It's just whether or not what Manchester City team turns up. We have absolutely no idea. We never do until we get onto the pitch, which is always a massive worry for us. David Silva there in midfield, he must be about 39 years old. He is captaining them. make a difference? I've absolutely no idea, but you have still got class in and around that team, regardless of who's in that starting 11. I think we've got enough to at least cause some problems anyway.
Yeah, I agree. Iceman says they have I am Cole, Lampard, and Vieira, but they're all in the 20s. Go Dutch and sign Boadu or Marlon if you want a CF with a high ceiling. I do like Marlon. Is it Marlon? However you pronounce it. Yeah. Look at the players here. Go on, show us Kubo's face. Let's see how happy he is. Look at him! Look how happy he is! He loves a good team photo, does Kubo. Zefwick and Sarr creating a good partnership at the back there on the right hand side of the defence. Matthias Nani and Alphonso Davies on the left. I scream till I die. And I scream till I die. I know I am, I'm sure I am. I scream till I die. I scream till I die. And I scream till I die. I mean, it's a very, very strong team, is that, playing their strongest lineup with Edison as well. Obviously, Edison's missed a few games. I think Edison has missed every game we've beat City, and then when he played, they absolutely trashed us. So, could be a sign of difficult things to come. Oh. Oh, jammy gits. Oh. I mean, good pressure, good block, just absolute fortune. Mason Mount holding it on. Did Dink? Oh, have another go. Strong hand save that. I mean, not the greatest shot, to be fair, from Aguero on the second one. Maybe rushed it a little bit with a snapshot, but he could have just placed that in. Maybe a younger Aguero would have been a bit more
oh, come on, get out.
Ruthless. Oh! Just no real options there. We were just trying to break out, but we had nothing. No shape.
Bits up here, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, we're just all over the place. Like, Sarr doing bits, but still struggling to get back into position. You got Phil Foden sat behind him. Oh, what's he stopped his run for? Nice early cross. Was that a deflection or was that just a crab cross?
I'm not sure.
Dush. Oh. Nice composure from Matthias Nani now. This is it. Slow build up. Let everyone get forward, get into positions so we're not stretched.
McNeil whipping forward. Hello?
Oh! Was that a defender that got it, I think?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, good head from Laporte. I'm Eric. Good ball. Too close to keeps.
McNeil. Love the control.
Oh!
Anyone but Davis there.
It almost looked like it was just going to find its way. Oh, what
you
was
silly
that?
bastard!
Almost looked like it was going to find its way through to Castolo in the box then. Matthias Nani's just had an absolute mare then. How's he managed to miss control and just invite pressure on? Just recycle from the set piece. Keep the pressure on up the other end of the pitch and
Mahrez pulling the left and right.
Yoink! Oh, not.
Well out.
Kubo. Oh, lovely play. Easy cover from the keeps.
Aguero's getting a lot of space.
Oh, what was that? Touch from Kubo. Outside foot pass, a little bit adventurous. Oh, lovely.
Get out of it.
Yoink!
Nice.
Oh.
This is going to be a slug match.
Players clearly aren't up to speed yet. Like, even that, like, so many miscontrolled balls. Matthias Nani dinking one out. Raheem Sterling dinking one out. Kubo hitting that ball out as he was trying to play out from the back there. Just everything's just a bit rough. Oh, go on. Oh!
Yes! Audacious!
Do you know, I thought stronger foot is the worst position, so his weak foot in this here. There's no way he's scoring there. And oh my God, pick that one out.
Is that Benjamin Mendy he's just burnt off there?
Oh, just made it look so easy. It looked like a lob from the angle that we had it at. Good 1-2 as well.
It wasn't. Absolutely wasn't.
No, just a ping.
Just composed himself.
Just a ping.
Easy.
Our first real opportunity, and it's a goal. I mean, City have arguably been on the front foot for the first 30 minutes and then just get sucker punched as they have another opportunity here now.
Oh, why has he gone all the way back?
Oh.
Foden.
It's gone into his left peg.
I
Keeper
don't think
was.
the transitions have loaded in, unless this competition just doesn't have one.
Could be the case.
I hope so. So I haven't tampered with anything.
Unless those new intro videos have kaputted him.
Oh, it worked on the last one, didn't they? The ICC and that.
Oh, yeah. Ah.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
Oh, lovely.
Well in. Well in. Go on, the boys.
Let's go. Oh, what was that touch? My God. It's not a McNeil touch. Oh, that's not an Aguero shot either.
Yeah. I mean, it'll work for us.
Bacon Chin says the competition in this match so far is really making me thirsty. Time to crack open and muscle loose. Yeah.
Why the hell not? Why the hell not?
Exclamation mark, muscle moose, by the way. If you're ever interested in picking any up for yourself, save 25% off using our code. We don't earn anything from that. It's just us getting savings for you guys, because that's what we do.
Oh, shit.
Isak. So like, I've already got one. I don't want it. Thanks, mate. Ooh.
A long way to head that ball.
I know.
Could have gone anywhere. Shit!
Some questionable passing, questionable touches, like all over the field. Like Matthias Nani, Kubo, now Alphonso Davies. Definitely, you can tell it's first game of the season. Kubo just Castolo just not on his bike then, as a dig, because chance was pretty much gone anyway. But Isak keeps it alive. Oh, and then
fuck me! That was meant to be a fake shot, and he just pelted it out to the box. But 1-0. Good half.
blowing my nose.
Yeah, so like the tunnel and everything's there.
Yeah, maybe the FA Cup or FA Community Shield just doesn't have one. But yeah, I'm not on the muscle moose myself. I'm using Spike.
Hey, hero. How's it going? I've just read the message.
No, Baby said you're a hero, so he agrees with you, Spike. So do I.
Bat him.
Good first time ball from Isak there. Ah, just
feet.
Horrendous run from Kubo.
That's keeps. There we go.
Didn't really leave anything on for him then with that pass then, Kubo. Oh, just no weight on it. Not weighty. Not weighty.
Not weighty enough. It's Castolo's old age. His shot power's gone from like 87 to about 30.
Oh,
when he's in a shooting position.
Isak just got absolutely crocked.
No, wing!
Spike.
I've seen the overlap then.
Spike, that timing was perfect. oh, keep the pressure on. Out of position.
Challenging the ball.
Nice.
Well in, Mason Mount. He's got the legs to bring it. He's got the legs to bring it.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's great football.
Boom! Oh!
He sat the bagsman. What a finish that was.
When you've got Erling Haaland and now Fyodor Chalov sat on the bench and they can't get in the team because Alexander Isak has come alive. Hat-trick pre-season.
How low with that?
Just an absolute daisy cutter.
He's been working hard in pre-season, the lad.
The strength to keep Stones off and then the power in the shot. Look at that.
Rasper.
Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. We've been 2-0 up against City before, though, and ended up leaving with no trophy. So, can't get complacent. And it all came from this sort of situation. Mount interrupting a counter-attack, and interrupting play and starting a counter-attack now. Big Philly style, has runners. Plays the ball a bit heavy, though. What was that, Phil? Clearly knackered after all that hard work pushing up the pitch. If he'd have just taken a little
winning that.
cheat code. Oh, keeps all day.
Hands.
Oh,
I've just been clattered.
Ref!
Ref!
Penalty!
That's 2.
There's got to be a penalty.
Has he given a penalty?
I'm not sure. I don't
That'd
know.
be close.
What we saying, Ref?
Happy anyway.
What we saying? That's.
Oh.
I'm not sure. It could be. It could be. What we saying? Yes.
It is.
Oh, we need to get Isak on it. Of course we do. Yeah. Go on, babe. Isak, 2 hat-tricks pre-season. And it is.
There's the third one. Too easy for the man. Well played.
And there's the chairman. Look at him. Loving life. Johnny Stones got shrugged off for the goal previous. Didn't want to give him another chance. Obviously got a bit too eager. And look at that. Finish.
That's ripped the back off the net.
Spike says, yeah, I'm okay, but having a bit of a rough time and got doctors for the next 2 days. Got to start taking some hefty drugs soon. Take the drugs! No. Well, do you know what?
Soon, mate.
You've dropped your sub just in time, though, because that means you're in with a chance of winning FIFA 21. I think you've got it already, but you can get it for another format or potentially win it for a friend. So nice, nice. I will add you in that because we are going to draw it after this game, which you have to feel looks dead and buried. You hope so with an Alexander Isak hat-trick. At 20 minutes left, you kind of feel it's game over at this point. I mean, what changes did we make then, actually? I didn't see.
I just brought Garner on to play the CDM role, show it up a little bit, give him a little bit of game time, see what he's like on the ball. And that is it. Oh, Mason Mount as well has come off. Oh, Castolo getting in on the act.
He had to react fast then.
I wanted to bring him off, but I want him to hold the trophy as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kubo doing all sorts there.
Oh, I mean, difficult snapshot from Castolo. No backlift. He had no time to react. So that was wonderful play from Isak to release Kubo. Wonderful play from Kubo to build up. And wonderful play from Castolo to find a shot so quickly. Let's see what Ghana can bring to the team. Oh!
Look at stinging them Sondikos.
Look how angry he was then. It was a good shot. Some absolute fizz just straight at the keeper. What?
Oh, not sure about that one, ref.
The Beckinshaw says, please, I want to win. I think everyone does. I want to win, but I can't. I can't win. Best hope for the luck of the draw. Yeah. A lot of potential giveaway winners. You're goddamn right.
Mikalenko's just come on for Alphonso Davies. He's done his job today. He's not give the wingers any room. I was looking then. Who's getting that ball?
Oh, Kubo. Oh,
Kubo.
There we go.
Who's just scored that?
Ghana.
Is that Ghana?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, quality. Wait, is that his second goal for the club? He scored the header.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he scored 2 already. Yeah.
Yeah.
He scored more goals than Haaland and Chaloff combined. Unselfish from Kubo there, though. Finding Castolo for the first and then Ghana for the second.
Yeah, it's no wonder we got offered the Man City job. Jesus.
Yeah, they've absolutely capitulated. They've just... I mean, we need to find out who won the Champions League last season because they beat us to keep their run going. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh my God! I seen him off his line. I thought, this is it. If there's the one man who's in form, he deserves this. It's this man.
I think he's the first player to ever score 4 goals in one game for Ice Cream. Maybe I'm wrong. But, oh, look at that. I mean, keeper, just... The defence at 6s and 7s. Keeper just head out of the game. Good ball from Kubo. I mean, at this point, Isak is knackered, so he's just kicked it just to give himself a break. And he manages to find it at the back of the net. 6-0. This is the team that smashed us 3-0 at home just a few weeks ago. Oh, Mikalenko's nutted it at Nene. or McNeil or whoever it was.
These City players are going to get the biggest bollock in the bear.
Oh!
God.
Oof. Well left. Knew the keeper had it. I like that. It's professional. That's what you want. that's what we're sticking to anyway. That's the story, right? Right? Yeah, nice. Oh, lovely Saar.
Oh, let's go to Kubo on the
right. Ooh. Big win. Come on, Saar. Still thinks he's a centre forward. Oh, you might have just got back on then. Nice. Oh.
Well, that'll do.
Offside? No.
Oh my God.
5. Forget formidable. Alexander Isak is now 5-middable. Is that even a thing? 5 goals. 7-0. It's like watching Saints play. You just need to let 3 in now.
Timed his run perfectly. Yikes.
The first player to ever score 4 goals in a match for Ice Cream Uploads and then goes and adds a 5th. Look at the chairman. Absolutely loving life there. That bottle of whiskey that he has on his desk has clearly been opened. The cameraman's had a few glasses. He can't get in focus.
I'm about to say, Steaming.
Okay, cameramen are all drunk. Look at the grass.
Well played, boys.
What a result. Absolutely ridiculous. Is 7-0 our biggest scoreline win as well? I don't think we've won by
I'd say so.
7 before. I think we might have hit close. Oh, Castolo's sunk. It's fine. There he is.
He's just wearing grey socks.
I mean, for those of you that wonder, Castolo is that strong that he can just push his hands through metal. That's how good he is. That's absolutely nothing to do with the mod that we've done to get the Chariot Shield into the game. It's fine. There he is. There's the captain, Mikalenko. Thinking, oh, I'm absolutely gifted here. I mean, shouldn't even be on this pitch. It should be Ruskin, but he just threw away a chance of having 2 trophies already at this point of the season. That's the ICC.
It's the first half. It's unbelievable. Like the City were all over us. Aguero looked like he was going to have the game of his life, and then, like you say, they capitulated in the second half.
The interesting thing is that they went full on attack to try and get something back, which left loads of space at the back. So for those wondering why there's 7, when you're 3-0 down in a cup final, you have to push for it, which just left loads of space. We obviously pushed as well to try and add to that. And that's why you saw Malang Sarr taking up the positions he had in the box, setting up Isak for the final goal. The reason Sarr's there is because we thought, fuck it, you want to go score 1? We'll go score 1 as well. But what a result. What a result. Anyway, post-match press conference then. What are your thoughts, Bib?
I mean, I was worried for the opening 25 minutes. In fact, I'd say the first 35 minutes.
Okay.
I didn't think we was going to perform that well. They was holding the ball really well. They was creating chances. Aguero was on the ball too much. David Silva was opening us up at the back. It was a little bit difficult for us to be able to try and get into the game, but as the game went on, I think they was just trying too hard. They was just passing the ball around too much, and as soon as we ended up having the ball, it just opened up so much room in behind. When you when you got Sarr playing in midfield, that high up the pitch, being able to win the ball and then sending us through on a counter. I think the Mason Mount for getting the ball on the edge of our area. I think it was the second or third goal.
Yeah.
As soon as he won the ball at the edge of the area and we went on a counter attack to get that goal, I think that kind of sealed the game really. The momentum ended up shifting. We ended up winning a penalty to go 3 up, and then it just went tits up. City was fighting for it, and then we got in between the cracks, basically.
Was it 1-0 at half time? Is that what it was?
Yes, I think it was.
6 goals in the second half. I mean, there's a couple of stories in that. 6 goals in the second half is an amazing half. It's also using the chance that you presented with. We'd got a couple. City had to step out, and we took the opportunity to literally tighten the noose, and that's what we did. I mean, some players like Mount, as Bib said, have been instrumental in pushing us forward. But I mean, I don't think we can take away from Isak. I think Isak scoring 5 goals is. I'm not saying he's not worthy of the praise. He absolutely is. He's the first player to score 4 goals, and then the first player to score 5 goals in a game for Ice Cream Uploads. That's a huge, huge achievement, especially when you're in a team that has Castolo, the legend, and you have Erling Haaland and Chaloff sat on the bench and can't get into the team for him. He's definitely firing on all cylinders, but it wasn't like he was always in the right place, and he made the right passes and he made the right runs. It's just when he needed to, he did. That shuffling off and making space from Stones in the second goal to then rasp it into the bottom corner on that break from Mason Mount was big. To then get Stones out of position again for the penalty, that was big. So huge performances. I don't want to take it away. I don't want to say it wasn't a 5-goal performance from him. It was, but I think he wasn't necessarily. I mean, City kind of helped him, and then he took all his chances when they were given to him. In that lob from outside the box,
yeah,
lovely,
filthy,
lovely. Anyway, no more questions. Gonna head back up to the managerial suite because we have a prize draw to get sorted. While we do that, I need to add Spike onto it. Make sure he's in.
In other news, Bellingham has joined Alves. Alves on loan for the remainder of the season, i.e. 12-month loan. So we'll see him next year. Hopefully he'll have a nice little growth spurt. Get him back. Jobs are good.
Let me just... Save. Okay, nice. And then let's get back into the managerial suite so I can open this up. So, whilst I just look at this, I can't jump off this scene whilst I'm diddling stuff, but that is the Community Shield, the Charity Shield, over and done with. 7-0, 2 trophies in the bag already, the ICC and that. We then now start our campaign in the league. Who do we kick things off against, Bib?
We kick it off against Brighton at home in the ICU arena.
Just making sure Spike's in. There he is. Bosh. Yes, all updated.
Hey, Hitman Sniper, how's it going? Spike says, it was okay. It was only Man City. Very good point. Very good point. Aging squad. But we'd do it.
Yeah, well, do you know what? I agree. Nah, I mean, banter aside, I mean, we have got a decent team there. I thought we were building to a point where we're starting to get a bit of chemistry across the park. Didn't think that we were 7 goals better than City. I mean, it's a cup final. It's a one-game thing where you have to roll the dice. If that was a league game and we were 3-0 up, City wouldn't push out at that point. Not that heavily. But yeah, still feels good. Okay. Hitman Sniper did say, I heard rumours that De Gea is getting sold to Madrid. Oh, really? I've heard that for a while, to be fair. I mean, we do have a good option off the bench as a keeper. Not necessarily needs to be off the bench. Is Romero still at United? I can't remember anymore.
No, he's left, I think. Let's go. You got Dean. Well, if he did, he didn't get registered because you got Henderson, hadn't you?
Yeah. I just couldn't remember if he Sergio Romero. He still plays for United, apparently. There you go. It shows how much attention I've been paying to Romero's situation because we got Henderson. But yeah, I mean, if he did go, Romero would be back to second choice keeper. So it's not the end of the world. But yeah, Neymar rejected Barcelona offer. I understand that. If you're Neymar and you played for Barcelona when they've got Messi and Suarez, and Barcelona have put an offer in for you now and they've got no Suarez and Messi is on the verge potentially of leaving, the only other player there is Antoine Griezmann, which is kind of a similar player to you. Why would you take that offer up? You're literally stepping back to where you were but stepping down. I wouldn't take it. I mean, not that Barcelona don't have the pull and the money to be able to fix that situation, but they are kind of like United at the moment, a team that should be good but isn't. A team that has a lot of money and has spent a lot of money but hasn't got the best out of it in that sense. So, yeah, they're kind of like us in that sense. We've got a lot of talent, doesn't necessarily fit together. So, yeah, I think Neymar's probably right to stay where he is. Not that PSG are in a great situation, but, yeah. Adriano, he could have played right. Player say he was a fallen emperor. Yeah, Adriano was an absolute ledge, a machine, a beast. Anyway, speaking about ledges, machines and beasts, that's what you guys are. All of you guys that are subscribers here at Ice Cream Uploads. We appreciate anyone that can sub for us. We don't expect you to sub. Just being in the stream and following is more than enough for us. We genuinely appreciate it. But if any one of you can sub, be that a tier 1, 2, 3, or even a prime, all means the same because it all helps support us and keeps the light on here in the ICU arena. And obviously, when we can, we like to give something back. So because you guys subbing, you give us a little bit of financial backing on the channel. We can do things like opening up this. I'm saying it now. I'll give it 10 seconds. There we go. It's alive. This is the ICU spin wheel. I've got light in my eyes. This is the ICU spin wheel. Anyone that is a subscriber that has joined our Discord as well should be on this spin wheel. We've just double checked everything. Everything looks good. I've just added Spike's name to it, which I can see over the other side, over there, over that way. Can't point up that way because my hand doesn't stretch that far, but yeah, he's on there as well. So yes, we are going to launch this, our loot drop draw. If you're a subscriber and you are in our Discord. My God, that light is so bright. Can you see it down the middle of my face? If you're a subscriber and you're in our Discord, you are, and you've linked your Twitch and your Discord accounts, you are eligible for the loot drop. The loot drop is a prize draw that we do each and every month. One prize for one subscriber as a way of saying thanks for your support. And that's what we're going to do now. Today, the prize is for, exclamation mark, FIFA 21. So there we go. If you're a sub, it's all done, it's all closed. Subbing now won't get you a copy of FIFA 21. It will potentially get you in for next month's draw, though. The prize for that is still to be announced. But today's prize is a copy of FIFA 21. Should we do the spin? Should we do the draw?
Let's do it.
I'll ask the same question that I always ask. Do we take first spin is the winner, or do we be horrible?
Yeah, it has to be.
Do we be horrible and spin 2 or 3? So some people get to see just how close they are. Nah, we'll just do first spin. Not only that, it's less room for error. Okay.
Yeah.
Amar, good afternoon. Iceman says, damn. Beans says, third is winner. Keck. You evil person. See, I love the suggestion. I like shit like that because you go, and Beans didn't win this time. Sorry. Okay. Drum roll. Just to point out as well, we don't have a spin pointer on the wheel. It was always Haunter from Pokemon, and because it's been that for the last 2 draws, I'm not changing it now. So Haunter is the pointer. Let's spin the wheel. Good luck, everyone. As we got the roll. And Shogun! Mr. Shogun Ash Live, who's not in the chat. Is he?
Bastard!
Is he not in the chat? Show!
I don't know. I hope not.
If he's not, he doesn't get it. I'm joking, he does. Yeah. We'll drop it in the Discord. So, Show! Mr. Shogun Ash Live. Pirate says so close. Is that Pirate next to it? It is Pirate just next to it. Right next to it. Just in between Ads and Pirate. So close. So, congratulations, Show, for winning a copy of FIFA 21. We will drop a note in the loot drop on Discord so that he can have it there. But yeah, there we go. There you go. Do you know what? If Show's already got it, make friends with him. He might donate it to you. So that's all I'm saying. Go check out. Do you know that? Let me. I think it is Shogun Ash Live, isn't it? Shogun Ash Live. Boom. So there you go. Check him out. Butter him up. You might get yourself, some stuff. That's all I'm saying. I mean, he's probably going to use it, but there we go. Alba says fix. Chapper says balls.
Close.
Amar says, anyone played PGA Tour 2K21 Nintendo Switch? Not sure if it's worth paying, or should I wait for it to be on sales in PSN? This guy.
Yeah, I have it on both. In fact, I have it on 3. I have it on PC as well. But yeah, it's just as good as it is on Nintendo Switch as it is on PlayStation. I think the PlayStation version is probably better because graphically it's a hell of a lot better, and you can play with, well, it depends on where your friends are. If you've got friends on Nintendo Switch, it'll be good on there as well. But obviously, notably, when you're playing in handheld mode, it's not as good as when you're playing it in docked mode. But to play it the best, I have a PC or PlayStation. But either way, it's still an absolutely phenomenal game. It's exactly the same game, nothing missing. It's obviously just capable of how you can play it on the Nintendo Switch.
Just dropped a message. Congrats, Shogun. What's your format of choice? So just a reminder, Shogun has won a copy of FIFA 21 just for being a subscriber on twitch.tv/icecreamclothes. Don't worry though, that's not the last prize. When we hit 2k follows, so if you are new here and you're thinking about hitting follow, do it. We are very close to 2,000 followers. Once we hit 2k, we will do a big prize bundle. All I'm going to say is, it will include multiple games. That's all I'm going to say.
Ooh.
That's all I'm going to say. So
Can I win it, Graham?
Yes. No, you can't. No. So yeah, when we hit 2,000 followers on Twitch, we will do a giveaway with multiple games and maybe a few extra bits. I don't know. We will see. So 2,000 follower giveaway once we hit that point. So help spread the news, get a few extra people following the channel, and then we'll start that giveaway. And anyone can win, not just subs. Nice. Anyway, enough of the conversations around giveaways and prizes. We need to get our head on the biggest prize of all, and that is the league. And oh my god, that light is so bright. Yeah, should we get set for the league then, Bib?
I think we should. I'm going to move forward in time.
Is this where we get sexy videos? Look at this. See if it happens. Oh, no, it's the chairman. The chairman. There he is. How do you feel going into your first match of the new season? The press ask. A strong start is key to taking the title, is the first option. We will make the fans proud, is the second. And we're ready for them, is the third. Quick poll. Let's get you guys influencing the stream. How are you feeling? ... Obviously, you can see the rest of the response on stream. Strong start is key. Make fans proud. Prud? No, proud. We're ready for them. Okay, start poll. Boom. Okay, that poll should be running in the chat. You guys have got 60 seconds to vote on that. What do you want the chairman's response to the media to be at this occasion? Obviously, we're getting ready for the start of a new season, and the press want to know how we feel going into that first game. Is a strong start key? We will make the fans proud, or are we ready for them? What do we think? Obviously, you can cast your votes in the chat. We've got a few votes in already. A little bit split. You've got about 30 seconds, just less than, if you do want to get your poll, your vote in the poll. You can vote on mobile as well as desktop. You just have to be able to see the chat. So make sure you open that up. If you are on your mobile, make sure you've got the chat open on the side of the screen, or have your phone vertical. And there you go. Got about 10 seconds left if you want to get involved in the vote. And we did have a couple of extra votes at the end, as it all kind of like ticked over. As it says, 50% of the votes says we're ready for them. 33% say a strong start is key, and the other 17% say we will make the fans proud. A nice split vote, but half saying we're ready for them, so that is what we are going to go for. I certainly want to walk away from the game with a win. We know the ability to beat Brighton and Hove Albion. We're ready to take them on. We just smashed City 7-0. Of course we can beat Brighton. But then again, both of those teams have knocked us out of cup tournaments at semi-final stage. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look at this. This is what you want for your intro to the new Premier League season. This is what you can do if you play PES on a modded PC Master League. Oh, yes. Yeah. How cool is this?
Again, you probably can you? They can't hear sound, can they?
No.
And annoyingly, we can't play the sound because it'll be copyright music. So you just have to listen to us talk over the intro.
This is the Premier League. It's got 20 teams. The Premier League. You are welcome. You are welcome. It's fine. Don't mention it. Okay, no one's mentioning it. Yeah. Negotiations with Castolo. Brighton, they've done this before. Brighton and Hove Albion have tried to tap up Castolo on the eve of a match. I mean, let's see what they actually put in first before we kill it. I mean, we're definitely going to kill it. Look, 7 million, his market value. And they've offered 4.6. This is the second time that Brighton have tried to do this. Tried to take Castolo away from us at this, like just on the eve of the game. Nah, it's disgusting. Do you know what, babe? I'll let you do what you were just about to do. Continue and bin that shit.
Renegotiate? That's what I was going to do.
Oh, what? Get out of here. So Castolo stays at Ice Cream Applauds. Castolo, who do you know what? I'm not going to mention his name. Come outside the arena. There's no point having a chat inside here in the managerial suite. Obviously, it's all right. We can do a lot of stuff while we're sat at the desk while we run the club, but that's one thing. I mean, why are we going to give away a player for half his market value when we have a statue? I'm looking the wrong way. We have a statue of him outside the arena. There he is. There's the big man, Castolo. He's worth 7 million, and it's only 7 million because he's old. He's a 200, 300 million pound player if you want to buy him in today's market. Easy. So you give us 4 million, get out. That's absolute disgrace. Oh, chairman's in the changing room with the team. Brighton and Hove Albion are a tough side, but there's no reason to fear them. Supporters will give it their all out there. So let's do the same. Go on, chairman. You get him G'd up. I mean, we would be in there leading that team talk, but obviously COVID, we're not allowed in there. So our first time appearing for the home crowd this season, so whatever we do, make this match worthy of the fans, and remember, make them play at our pace. You goddamn right. Come on, go boys! Go boys!
All G'd up. Let's go, boys!
Oh my god, the light coming through. I don't know why the light is coming through the window in front and not the window behind, but it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Realist United says, "What's good, guys? What's the name of the intro mod?"
Intro server. Oh, Chappers has already explained. Yeah, it's called Intro Server. It's on eFootballWeb. It's class. It was created for 2021, but works in 2020.
Yeah. You goddamn right. Oh my god, this shit looks fire. I'm assuming you're on about the stream in general and not just the intro, but yeah, thanks, mate. I'm playing it right now and turning it off to go and install that mod. Yes! There we go.
Love it.
Okay, let's consult the whiteboard. Obviously, the whiteboard is where any good manager worth his salt would have a look at the team. We are playing at home, so let's have a see how Ice Cream Uploads FC are going to stack up. We have, obviously, attacking options coming out of our ears. Castolo, the veteran striker, and Isak formed an incredible partnership at the start of the season so far. Isak scored 5 goals in the last game and scored 3 goals in the ICC. He's already on 8 goals in just 2 games, forgetting the other 2 around it as well, which he also scored in, by the way. So absolutely on fire. We do have Fyodor Chalov and Haaland on the bench, but I'm going to ask Bibby what his thoughts are. He's just done one.
No, I didn't. I don't know if you just heard all that big banging.
Is that the cat?
Yeah, so I have to go and let her in.
So, any changes of note? Anything you want to point out in particular, then, Bib?
Yeah, so the biggest one is obviously McNeil, who plays on the left, a well-established left winger now. Unfortunately, he's not feeling it today. So Curtis Jones is making his Premier League debut for us on the left-hand side. He's going to be playing on the wing. I think it might be good for us to give him a run out, see how he plays. We can obviously change that around. I'm going to bring Matondo on for Rasmussen. In case it goes tits up, we can move him over. That'll be fine. But yeah, that's the only big change really that we're going to be making.
Are we sticking with Isak? Obviously, I mean, we do have other players who would love to play, but Isak, can you really take a player off that's just scored 5 in the previous game?
Absolutely not. And obviously Castolo, the man, the myth, the legend, the leader, obviously has to start the season. We know he's probably going to be in and out of the team this season. He has signed another 12 months. He will be being called upon. We need the squad depth. We need a bagsman. That is exactly what he is. So he will remain in the team for as long as we can keep him there and he doesn't become a liability.
You're goddamn right. So there we go. Castolo, Isak, Jones playing as a left wing forward, which is a slight change to our formation. So new player. But do you know what? We're playing against a team in Brighton and Hove Albion that has asked questions of us. They beat us last season. They knocked us out of the FA Cup the season before. But at the end of the season, when we played them again, they were a different side. They've clearly not strengthened in the areas where they should have done. They've been absolutely rolled over by us, and hopefully we can do that again. So we're not going in with any fear. And for something not very often for us, we have a lot of talent on the bench. 82 plus rated players, which is new. That's some good team building in the off season. Anyway, Realist United says everything's looking good. To be fair, I'm already heard about yesterday. Yeah. We don't talk about this. It's fine. Lily, hey, yo,
hey, right, Shagger.
How's things? It's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while.
What we're saying, Lily? What are you up to? What are you playing? Yeah, or is that a silly question? Are you playing PES? Are you playing FIFA? Are you playing both? What we're saying?
He's playing both, yeah. He's got 2 PlayStations, one controller in each hand.
No, he needs more than 1 controller. This is Lily. Smash! Anyway, let's get set for the first game of the new season. In the league, that is. Ice Cream Uploads. Walking out onto the pitch at home, but playing in the away kit, such as the kit clash. But it's fine. It's a beautiful shirt anyway.
Come on, the boys. It's weird, isn't it? It's blue and then dark blue and then purple in the light. It's so weird.
We need to get Jones a face, don't we?
Yeah.
Look at Isak.
Come on, the boys.
Such a different player. Head up, full on leading the team. I mean, that's not the same player that started last season, and definitely not the same player that started the season before for us. Confirmation of the team. It looks more like a 4-3-3 there. It's still more like a 4-4-2 with a diamond. It's just with Curtis Jones playing as a more advanced left midfield, left wing. They've displayed it as a 4-3-3, but it's kind of an amalgamation of the two. PES2021 says, Lele, FIFA 21 hasn't pulled me in this year yet. I need to catch up with the news about game getting PS5 in during lockdown. They might have stock, they don't know, but you can't go into store. Yeah, so it's pre-order stuff. You can only pick things up, so you can't just wander into store and pick up a console like you've been able to do previous years, because stores are shutting as the non-essential retail. So that was the gist of it.
Well, the biggest thing that we can take away from this, Graham, is that the scoreboard server isn't dead. They just don't cater for the Charity Shield, which is nice.
Oh, ball! Oh.
Realist United, if you are in our Discord, I have added probably a lot more since then, so I'll have to go back and re-add the stuff in that we're moving towards. But a lot of the mods that we used frequently at the beginning, there is a section in there called PC mods.
Lily says you can get it during lockdown as long as you pre-ordered it. Yeah, so it's like curbside collection. So say if you order food and drinks from certain places that allow you to pick it up, you're allowed to do that sort of stuff, even though they're not allowed to be open for general trade. It's the same thing with retail. So it's a non-essential retail store, so it's not open to having customers in, but you can go and pick things up as curbside collection jobby. Don't know what we actually call it in the UK. That's the American phrase for it. I don't know if we have it.
Collect.
Is that what they call it for? Like, because you can click and collect online orders, so you can like do in-store orders and stuff like that. Curbside collection's slightly different. I don't know if we actually have a. I mean, click and collect is the closest, but I don't know if we have an alternative. Anyway, that's irrelevant. We're playing football. Good touch.
Good hand.
I mean, you're starting to see the difference. That touch from Castolo to take away from the defence, that's exactly what Castolo does, but you see his chasing his first touch now a little bit. Just doesn't have the energetic pace that he's had previously. And then another...
The explosion.
Yeah, that's the one. That's what she said.
Hey!
Lads. You just can't drill that ball across field to the other fullback anymore. It always goes to the winger. Like I did it in the last stream as well, trying to switch sides, and it just goes for an attacking impetus. Oh!
He may have lost a yard of pace, but my God, can this guy finish still? Who better to open the season up?
Low, he's Castolo, he's Castolo, he's Castolo, low, he's Castolo.
Weaker foot as well.
I mean, you can't blame the keeper for that.
Yeah, definitely used the centre back there to get in to blindside the keeper. Keeper didn't know where it was going until it was already in the back of the net.
Low, he's Castolo, he's Castolo, he's Castolo, low, he's Castolo. Yeah.
This is still the greatest chant to ever grace English football. That.
Yeah, ridiculous. That video of them, were they like going up an escalator as well? Like, Colo, Ture. Yeah.
Amazing.
Big switch. Dink.
Foden spreading it like Dairy League.
Dink.
Alfonso Davies showboating.
Dink. No, you spoiled my fun.
He had enough.
Oh.
We're taking to skill school this weekend.
Hey! Oh! Ole! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh,
They just
I
had.
committed.
They had nothing about them then, though. It like look at the pace there from Zefik. Oh, he's lost it though. Beats his man, and then there we go. He's made up for it with his pace again. Pretty flat game this. I mean, Ice Cream almost messing about because there's just nothing from Brighton. But that said, we've had that before, and then they've sucker punched us. So just need to stick with it. Oi! Speaking about nothing about it. Oh, just had to charge to get onto the pass, which just meant it was a heavy touch when he did. It might be better than the original. Well, you know, I mean, it is Castolo, so...
Yeah.
Oh. Come on, Jones.
It has ramped up ever so slightly, yeah.
Curtis Jones looking to get his first meaningful contribution now. There he is. The youngster. Whippage. Oof. Woo! Oh.
Sizzler.
Pretty negative football from Brighton here. I mean, one thing they weren't when they had Glenn Murray leading their line was negative. They weren't necessarily productive, but they pushed forward. This is just counter intuitive, really. Oh. Jones and Lolo not quite on the same page there. Oh, but not quite. Oh, he does keep the fight up though.
He's got a little bit of acceleration on him, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, it's like a school report where you'd get like an effort and an attainment grade. Jones's attainment, what did he actually achieve? Not that much. What was his effort like? Yeah, definitely a lot of effort put into it, so fair play to him. Realist says Castillo. Castillo, Bears legend. I mean, that was old school. That's old school, yeah. Might try to make Castillo and Tsubasa at some point. Absolutely do it. Do it.
So did anyone actually buy... I know obviously Iceman clearly has, but Tsubasa was getting a lot of traction, and I said it looked shit from the beginning. Did anyone actually buy it and play it? Because it... Yeah. I play a lot of shit football games, and I will wait for that game to be a 50p bargain bin base or pick up whatever the fuck.
Oh. I know Jordan bought it. Oh, had it.
It's a 50p game if ever I'd seen one that.
Oh, big. Oh, almost.
Oh, he's megged me.
It's coming out wide, of course he is. Oh. Yoink!
Well,
not. How did I clatter into him and then I was the one that came off worst?
Great ball.
Oh.
Touch.
You either leave it or just touch it, but that change of direction of the ball just sold Isak short. Wash.
Well in. Davis again, beast.
Yoink.
Good thought.
Oh.
Right, and I'm coming back into it now. This is the danger that we've been talking about, and my God, they've hit the beans on toast.
One shot and done. One and done. It's and done and done. Oh, never mind. Hey, ping. I mean, Safanov was quick to react, but I'm not sure it got there if that was just inside the post. It's that instinctive reaction. I mean, this is the Brighton that I was talking about. I don't know why they didn't play like this from the off. They've clearly had success against us in the past. Maybe they're not comfortable with their attacking options. Maybe they don't think they can rely on Andonia, however it's pronounced, like they could with Murray. The interesting thing is, looking at the team sheet, I did see a young G Murray on the bench. So is that a relative? Oh, unlucky deflection. Oh. just that yard of pace again. Yeah. Maybe we give Erling Braut or Chaloff some play time. Oh,
again.
Yeah, I think
beautiful play, the visions there.
Just doesn't have the everything that he had previously. Can he now though?
Are you prepared to eat those words, Graham?
All day. When it's Castolo, all day. I'll eat those words. I mean, if I'm eating my words, it means he's doing it right, so that's fine by me.
Beautiful run into the channel. Beautiful. Was it Isak that made the assist?
I'll tell you in a second.
Wonderful feat.
Yes, it was. Holds it up, and then just sixes and sevens. What's the fullback stepping in there for? Like, him stepping in means that the central defender has to kind of step off, which just gives the channel.
How many times have we seen that kind of finish where he chips it up first and then just places it in the corner? Chaloff can come in on the left-hand side.
Yeah, let's bring him on there and then bring Erling Haaland on. He's not had a single game all season, so...
Here we go.
Alexander Isak doesn't manage to find the back of the net in this one, but does manage to get himself an assist. So 5 goals and at least an assist. He didn't assist the first one, did he? I mean, he could have done.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, lovely Castolo.
Oh my god.
Mason Mount just committed assault. He just booted the ball at Castolo's face. Oh, what a ball.
Oh.
Week of foot, and it was going to be a thunder bastard as well.
How has Mason Mount managed to find a way through there? Eye of the needle stuff.
I mean, that's what he brings to us. We were looking at getting rid of him potentially in the summer, and we still have a couple of days left of the transfer window. I mean, it looked a bit...
was a bit in danger there.
It looked a bit like Vidic. Vidic was an amazing centre-back, but occasionally you just had that, like, what the fuck was that moment about him? Usually when he was playing against Fernando Torres. And that's kind of what that was. It was like, it was one of those Vidic moments. Like, Matthias Nani has been solid for us, but that jump just looked like... what was it supposed to be? Oh, lovely. Oh, Castolo! Lovely ball. Corner, we'll have that. A bit heavy on the second touch from Zefwik. Oh! That just hit good. Yes. Kubo sat there minding his own business, gets a ball to the face. That's 2 in a row. Castolo's just been twatted, and now Kubo has. the way his head just whips back. Go on, give it a slow mo.
Oh, you know, really took his head off his shoulders.
Kubo.
That was quality. He had no idea that was coming.
I mean, where was he looking? There's one thing you should be looking at on the pitch, and that's the ball.
Oh, quality.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, I think he's still a bit delirious.
Oh, good ball that, to be fair.
Come on, clean sheet, let's have it.
Yoink! How have they managed to bring... Oh, big save. Zefwik was doing so much there, he just couldn't get the ball, like, covering the pass, just there being held up, covers the run in here now, just under his leg. I mean, a little bit sloppy, but...
So strong.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little expensive for what he was when we bought him, but he's been an absolute godsend. Definitely worth every single penny.
Oh, that's a terrible ball into the channel.
Chaloff, not match fit, and I think it shows with that pass. An interesting pass there from Brighton. Does keep them on the front foot though. Kubo reads what they were trying to go for though. Oh my god! More! That was full power! That was supposed to be over the top to Chaloff. Not to fucking whoever was stood in the middle. And it just went pink! Like a little bit past one and not to the other.
Well, it looks like we've secured the 3 points in this one. The trip to Anfield needs to be a bit more oomph to the performance.
There he is though, look at that. The captain, the legend. Brighton trying to upset things, putting a £4 million offer in for the club captain, only for him to turn around. Contract negotiations to be thrown in the bin and him to bag a brace that buries Brighton. All the bees. Oof, oof. What a result? Post-match interview. Big result. Brighton, that's what you get. You play with fire, you get burned. You wanted Castolo. That's what you got. 2 goals. I mean, Isak, not on the score sheet today. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need to be on the score sheet for the next 4 games. He got 5 in the last one. That makes up for it. So, yeah, whatever. Does find himself an assist, though, which is great. Castolo and Isak, it's good to see that partnership blossoming. It's a little bit disappointing for Isak, I suppose, because to have someone that you understand how they play so well and being able to get assists from them as well as being able to find assists for them, that's the kind of dream partnership that you want. The disappointment for Isak comes when that's a player that's phasing out of the first team at the end of his career. So he's on the same page as someone that's not going to be on the same pitch as him, which is a bit disappointing. But we do have Fyodor Chaloff and Erling Haaland looking to come in and fill in the gaps there. Chaloff not looking quite up to speed today, not playing in his preferred position, obviously, and Erling Haaland looking a little bit brighter, but still not much to show for it. They didn't have long to impact on the game, but do you know what? They're the kind of players that you hope can turn it up at Anfield, and they're going to have the opportunity to do that for us next week. What are your thoughts, babe?
Yeah, I agree. It felt like the first opening 30 minutes felt like a pre-season friendly, and that's something that needs to get snapped out of this team rapidly. That was the little tester. We got a clean sheet, got scored 2 goals. It was an overall decent-ish performance. I want to know, this match against Liverpool is obviously going to set the tone for the rest of the season. We need to try and get at them from the beginning. I'm very interested to see who Liverpool have brought in this season, because it looks like they have brought in quite a few faces from what I remember. So I want to see what that team looks like.
Was it pretty much a new defence?
Yeah, they brought, I think it was 5 players that they ended up bringing in.
So, I mean, when you concede 4 goals in a cup final, when you're 3-1 up, to lose 4-3, well, 3 goals when you're 3-1 up, to lose 4-3, you then start asking questions about your defence. I mean, they were shocking last season in the league anyway, and that kind of summed it up. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Anyway, enough about this game. Before we jump into the next one, do you want to take us through the scores from around the grounds, babe?
Yeah, absolutely. So the game is seen live on Sky Sports. Ice Cream uploads 2-0 up against Brighton. Aston Villa lose 2-0 at home to Liverpool. Again, that's the one I'm keeping an eye on. I want to see who's been scoring their goals. Liverpool go to Wolves and win 1-0. Arsenal draw at home in the first game of the season in a derby against Arsenal 2-2. West Ham win 1-0 against Bournemouth at home. Chelsea go to Newcastle and win 1-0. United go to Leicester and win 1-0. City, in their first away game of the season, get beat by Crystal Palace, who went on a bit of a madness last year. They played some pretty decent football. If I remember rightly, they beat us to stop our 13-game unbeaten streak, was it?
It was something like that, yeah. But yeah.
Nottingham Forest, newly promoted Nottingham Forest, I would say, win 1-0 against Stoke City. and then Watford go to Goodison Park and win 1-0.
Some big results in there, and as you can see, Crystal Palace sit at the top of the table with that +2 goal difference. Obviously, goals for is what separates them from second placed Ice Cream Uploads and Liverpool. The interesting thing is the two teams in second place could both be the team that goes into first place next week, obviously at the expense of one another. If we win, we could take the top of the table, providing things don't get bettered by Crystal Palace. If Liverpool win, same thing for them, but that's what we're going to find out right now. As Realist United says, Castolo's probably 50 years old. He's about 35-ish now, something like that.
Yeah.
Let's bring this on screen as we have some UEFA information. I don't know what this is. Is this Player of the Year stuff? What are we seeing?
I think so. Is it European Player of the Year, I think?
I mean, it's got to be Castolo, right? Right. League Opener, Chapter 2. The opening match winner sent the press that follow the team around into a frenzy. Let's not lose this momentum and get a win in the next one. That's the goal. We're not going to let up now. Nice. So the board chatting to the chairman there as he has a nice swig on his coffee. Not Starbucks because, you know, we're not brand affiliated, but we could be Starbucks if you want to. Reach out. Malcolm has just joined City from Zenit for 67 million, whilst we do have a scout, a new player scouted for us. Obviously, remember, we are looking at new players to bring into the team. Annoyingly, the scouts are only bringing back attacking options. So Sinistera, a 23-year-old left winger from Colombia, currently playing at Feyenoord, has pace, has decent dribbling skills about him, but not necessarily anything we don't have on the team already. I mean, we effectively have a pacey player that can dribble in Rabi Matondo, who's probably an all-around better player. So it's nice, but 7 million, not bad, not really what we need. I mean,
no.
Justin Kluivert, that's something that does get my attention, but yeah. It's not really. Left winger makes sense actually. So we do have the Europe's Best Player announcement, which was the intro that we've just seen, and Castolo.
Let's go.
There he is. Look at him. Oh, what a guy. Oh, things you love to see. The best player in Europe for the second successive season. Didn't manage to win the best player in the world last year. He wasn't playing in the Champions League last year. He did have a little bit of a run in the Champions League this year. Didn't obviously go all the way, so that'll probably going to impact his chances. But you love to see it. Do you know what? I think this is the time for us to go back out to the statue. Let's go on. Go on. Oh, look at this guy. Ooh. Is that not the best player in Europe? Does that not look like the best player in Europe? I don't know. It looks like the best player in Europe to me. That's what it looks like. Anyway, we have one more game to go. And a big game it is. This could set the tone for the rest of the season. Okay, winning your first game of the season is nice. Something you take a little bit for granted when you're playing against Brighton. They either turn up or they don't. It's as simple as that. You don't get some like difficult games against Brighton. Not in this story anyway. Not in this Master League. They're either there or they're not. And they didn't turn up for us today. In the last game, should I say. We'd prefer it if they didn't. And that was good. But this is a completely different kettle of fish. I'll bring up both teams rather than bringing it up on the board because this is a big match, obviously. As Ice Cream Uploads take on Liverpool at Anfield. And now look at how much this team has to offer. Obviously, they do have an almost full-strength defence, which they didn't have when we played them last. They do have Robertson and Alexander-Arnold as their full-back options. Virgil van Dijk and Joe Gomez as their central defensive options, and Alisson starts ahead of Donnarumma for the first time in 3 seasons, I think it is. I think every time we've played, they signed Donnarumma early on, and they've stuck with the young prodigy. Could that be a big issue in their defence? Obviously, they're looking to fix that as they now have Alisson starting the game. A lot of their new signings, though, I mean, De Chilio as a right-back is on the bench. Laurent Koscielny as a centre-back is in the reserve. So whilst they did stack their defence, they didn't really make any sensible signings there, if you're being honest. I mean, Gelson Martins as a new right-wing forward does give you a new option, but that is the one area of the pitch where you don't need to change anything when you've got Mohamed Salah. That said, Fernandinho and Wijnaldum both coming off the bench does give them some depth. So if you get Fernandinho, Wijnaldum and Gelson Martin as your 3 substitutes, that gives you a fresh spine from the middle of the pitch forward. So yeah, difficult game. What are your thoughts, Pip?
Yeah, I mean, we've had to make a difficult decision. Zefwick isn't fit for today, so James Dustin is coming in to make his first appearance in an ICU shirt for some time. The rest of the team is as is. Dodo again wasn't feeling too clever, so James Garner comes back in again if we need to shore up that defensive midfield situation, which I think may be the case. Looking at that attacking 3 that Liverpool have got, the one thing that doesn't really worry me is James Milner in the centre midfield. I feel like most of our midfielders are going to run rings around him. Keita can break up the play and so can Fabinho. So they're the 2 that I'm more worried about rather than front 3, if I'm being honest. If they could break up our rhythm and don't give us any time on the ball, I think that would cause us a lot more problems.
Yeah, I agree. If we can bypass those, if we can get Kubo, Mount and Foden or McNeil instead of Kubo in there with a few clear passes to get us past Keita and Fabinho, we're in then. Obviously, we've still got a ridiculous defence to get past, but we're in with chances. The difficulty is they won't give us the chances to get in. Anyway, pre-match press conference. If you have any questions ahead of the final game of the stream, please feel free to drop them in now. Especially this guy. This guy just here. He has all the questions, but not interested from you today, mate. Calm down. So yeah, big game. The team that has been wronged by us so many times already. We took the league title off them, not last season, the season before, and the final game of the season. We took the FA Cup trophy away from them in dramatic circumstances. But today, we're at Anfield for our first away game in the season, and Liverpool have a definitive score to settle, and they have the absolute players that you would expect to be able to settle those scores. Virgil van Dijk leads the team out with probably the best defence in the league behind him. Around him, should I say. Alexander Arnold, Robertson, Gomez, and Alisson. You don't get much defences better than that across the board. Ours aren't far away. A little bit weakened at the right without Zefwick and his pace, but yeah, I think this is going to be a difficult game. We need to strike early. We have done twice against Liverpool, and if we can do that, then that will hopefully set the pace for things to come throughout the rest of the game. Iceman, you need to start wearing sunglasses for press conference. I know, that dude with the flash. Like 4 seasons he's been blinding me. I swear he's been sent in by another team. Confirmation of how we line up then. As you would expect, that diamond that we've stuck with. Chaloff, Haaland, both on the bench. So we have some lethal impetus. But that's kind of neither here nor there. I mean, when you've got Haaland and Chaloff on the bench, and defensive midfield youngster James Garner alongside him, who's scored more than both of them combined this season. It's such a weird world we're in, but we're only in the first few games of the season. It's a long season, and the best will prove themselves. As it says in the ICU changing room, the cream will rise to the top, and that's what we have been doing, and hopefully our players can do that too, as Costello nearly gets a chance to break. Almost again. Some intricate but dangerous play from Liverpool. And the most dangerous player on the pitch, Mohamed Salah, just finding his range. Tests the keeper early on.
Switch. Oh, Cuba. Terrible touch.
Yeah. He's clearly used up all his boost cards or whatever you'd get in a video game in the pre-season match, I should have said. Now we're in the league. It's just a bit sloppy in the first game, and same thing again in his first opportunity in the second game. And
did that come off Firmino's shoulder?
Those tattoos look class on Firmino. As Milner, one player that we weren't bothered about. Look at that. I mean, interesting from Fabinho to run the ball out there. Punt. Castolo's good at finding that switch. Oh, Isak just flat-footed again. Just couldn't make up his mind. Turned the wrong way as the ball's played in. Rather than following the trajectory of the ball, turned against it and then had to turn into it.
Oh, Dick! That's my saying, PES2020, hard poach, yeah.
Retro. It's to honour James Justin getting back into the team for the first time. He's wearing 19, so that's what it is.
That's probably the last the final year that he made an appearance.
Kubo! Oh. Looked undecisive, the little man. I mean, good touch there from Castolo to get out of his feet. Kubo cutting his own angles.
That I thought he was going to do a ball roll then, because I've been playing too much Volta, but that's for somebody else to decide.
Oh, Phil Foden fuming at his effort there.
Did he hit it?
Don't know, he was punching the floor.
Oh.
So Ice Cream had the better. No, it's probably been 50-50. We had a good chance with Kubo. They hit the post and now they've scored, just as we say it.
Devastating.
You've got to take your chances against teams of this calibre. Ice Cream uploads at one end of the pitch, through on goal, and then minutes later find themselves 1-0 down. Roberto Firmino cutting inside, letting the defender's pace take him out of position. And the Brazilian does what he does. One of the most underrated centre-forwards potentially in the modern game. Not underrated then. Good ball. Cuts inside. Just first time once he's beaten his defender.
Too easy for him.
Bit flimsy the pass out from Castolo that time. He's made it a couple of times already. Oh, just heavy. I mean, right to get it moving, but heavy. It slowed down with me then as well, actually, to be fair. But
Come on, boys. We're still in this.
Yoink! Ref, he kicked me.
God.
Absolutely swiped at me.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a poor touch. I seen the run from Castolo. I thought I might be able to shove it in front of him.
ping. Interesting header from Alphonso Davies, but the ball is kept alive. Okay.
Fucking knew exactly where I was going.
Come on, boys.
You're like a maniac.
Yoink. Or not. How's he managed to get that pass? Oh my god. Yoink.
Well in.
Or not. I bet they'll emerge with it. Yeah, it's one of those where it just fucking just keeps going back. Yoink.
Ah!
Shit game so far for Ice Cream this. Just so many wasted passes and dribbles. Come on, do something that actually amounts to something. Horrible pass again. Just everything's crap.
Mason amounts nothing.
It's not just Mount though. I mean, McNeil, horrendous cross in. Isak getting caught on the edge of the box with a ball when he's got passes inside. Kubo fluffing chances. Need to get our heads in the game. How have they still... that's a foul to them as well. Is that actually a foul to them? My God.
I think so, yeah.
Realist United says, that's Liverpool for you. I mean, it's not Liverpool. Ice Cream have just been... Our players have been atrocious. Just not good enough. Poor decision-making and poor... Not just decision-making. Poor deployment. Just simple passes. Overhit. Underhit. Oh, nice.
Oh, big 45 ahead, boys.
I mean,
big 45.
that last attack, at least we managed to build something then. We'd not built anything in the whole of the game before. Lots of individual mistakes. Just one sec. Let's go.
All in. Good turn.
Oh, shit pass from Castolo again. His passing has definitely dropped off. He just can't pass with any pace anymore. It's always limp. I mean, if it was through balls, fair enough, but that was a pass to feet.
Yeah. Let's get obstructed to high heaven there. Oh, why does he give me offside when I made the run into the box with Castolo? Whoa.
Still plenty of time left. Oh, lovely covering. Ah!
Ball.
Oh, lovely.
Oh! That right swinger.
He scored them before. It was a bit stretched. Still running away from goal. Close, but not close enough. That's more like it. That's more like it. Come on, boys. Into feet. Ah! It's fucking ass connection, man. Fucking twice in this game that I've got the ball in the end of the box and it's gone stuttered. Fucking dog shit.
I put you under there anyway with that soldier shot.
Slowing down so often. Why? Yeah, I'm slowing down all the time now. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Good hands.
One sec. Okay.
Keep open Discord, make sure it don't fucking die on me. Since that we've been in a call for 17 seconds on my phone.
It's been a little bit longer than that. Let me just test my speeds. I want to see what I'm looking at. See what it's saying. Oh, it's still up there. I'll forget. I'll go. That must just be parsec shit in itself. Let's go.
Well, we've got a goal in us here. Even if it's just one.
Good run from Isak. Ah, just one of the best defenders in the world covering it. That's the only thing.
Well in.
Oh, what?
What? How have they called it like 6 minutes after you've already got the ball from him?
Right. That's ridiculous. That wasn't even that. That was an earlier one. He's played advantage for about 6 hours. They had the advantage. Oh, in the face. Oh, 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 lovely.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Shit.
Foul, of course it is.
Going all out.
Mm-hmm. The refs are piss poor in PES. We also have some gameplay patches, so the refs are a little bit different to what you'd normally have, but yeah, not flawless.
Well, it
Ref!
happened. Ref!
Oh my fucking
Ooh.
god! Absolute.
Fans are appealing for it.
Oh, lovely. Oh, fuck off. Of course he gives that one. I just got fucking assaulted in the box.
Come on. We've still got this. We can still get a goal. Oh!
It's alright, we scored 3 in this sort of time frame in the FA Cup final. It's still there. We just need to play good football.
Ref. Oh! Well in Mount. Well in Mount. Ref! Oh my god.
Just fucking absolutely clattering us and getting nothing for it. We exist near them and they get a free kick.
We exist.
Oh, stronger foot as well.
Yeah, I thought the little snapshot might have caught him off guard.
This connection is
Lovely
shitting
third
itself.
touch.
It's just stuttery as fuck now. Do you know what? Just because there's 10 minutes left. I'm going to reconnect. Where's the dugout? Where's the fucking dugout? There it is. Got booters from...
Yeah.
Yeah. Bop. Bop. See if that does anything. See if that improves it. Okay, back in. Back in. Get rid of the choppiness. Oh, you need to... Oh, fuck it. It's got me as player 1. Or has it?
Is it?
I'm guessing... Oh, it's not. There we go.
You paused it, didn't you?
Yeah, it just wouldn't let me unpause it at first. But maybe it was the unpausing it was just it registering my pad again. But big win. Oh.
Foot race with Salah.
Oh. Oh. Like a millimetre. No, connection's still dog shit.
Get out of it. That's Chance Saloon and all that. No! Oh. What a touchdown that was. Oh!
Fuck!
Oh! Oh! I feel sick. I thought that was the one.
Left
I
back.
thought we nicked a point.
Left side, that's where the weakness potentially is now, if they're taking Robertson off. Ref!
Got a free kick. No, we haven't. No, I'm
Oh
trying to
my
get out of your way! Trying to get out of your way! You fucking stupid, silly bastard! Ah!
So many fucking waste opportunities.
Oh. Bastard. Goal by Bobby Firmino in the opening 23 minutes. Fuck. Slap City 7-0 and then go and get beat 1-0 off Liverpool.
Post-match interview. What are your thoughts, Bib?
Wasn't good enough, really, was it? On paper, we had more chances, more shots on target, more of the possession. We just didn't work the ball well enough. Yeah, I think we probably should have taken Castolo and Isak off earlier. We started to open it up a little bit when the other two lads came on, but apart from that, it's just not good enough, really. We've got another 36 games left to go, so it's not the end of the world. The unbeaten season has already gone out the window. But yeah, we've got a lot to work on.
Yeah, absolutely. Before this game, we were pushing for top of the league. We're now mid-table. Obviously, there's a long, long way to go. So we'll work on that. I will say a couple of things. The ref was disgraceful. We had Erling Haaland dragged down in the box. Nothing. They get a slight nick in the middle of the park. Ref instantly blows his whistle. That's it, fine. We had Erling Haaland dropped again. Nothing. So the refs need to look at themselves after that. It's just not good enough. It's not good enough. There's no way you can be a referee in the game at this level and make that many bad calls. It's not good enough. And then we have to ask the questions of our players. Bad decision making. We definitely weren't playing to our strengths. We were playing how we played in the Championship in the first half of the season. I think we crossed the ball more times in this game than we did probably in the second half of the season. And maybe that's because we were under the cosh and we felt the pressure. But yeah, we shouldn't be expecting Kubo and McNeil to be whipping balls in as often as we did in that game. Other than that, we did have chances. Erling Haaland did get a snapshot away. There was another chance within the box. I think it was Mount a bit later on. So we did have opportunities. And we did say before the game, Alisson played in the cup final. Not played in the cup final. I was talking about Edison there. Edison played in the City game and then got absolutely smashed. But yeah, Alisson played for the first time for Liverpool and they win us. We can't get past their keeper, so that's what happens if Liverpool play their first choice keeper. Donnarumma has played previously and just hasn't worked for them. Alisson, it's a completely different story. So do you know what? Disappointed at the refs. Think we could have done better, but fair play to Liverpool. I suppose they deserve the win. I'll put it that way. I'm not going to say they did. Definitely, they edged it. Mm-hmm. So GG, fair play. Anyway, back into the office. So not all clear cuts. We started last season on fire. We then managed to later on in the season, after the January transfer window, run out to a 13, 14, 15, somewhere that sort of level game win streak. We've managed 2 today before we have our first loss of the season. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a difficult season. We definitely have a long way to go. That said, you kind of have to not be too difficult. We did just destroy Man City 7-0, and we only lost 1-0 to a team that has the players that Liverpool has. So do you know what?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the world. That's what I'm after. It is the end of the day, actually, though. Speaking of the end of the day, we're going to wrap things up. Before we do, though, I need to shout out, "Choot choot!" yells old sailor Jenkins. Jenkins! All right, treacle.
Hey, Jenkins.
Good day, lads. How's things, Jenkins? You all right? You all right, laugh? All right, laugh? If you don't know who Jenkins is and you want to watch some good PES content, then don't bother with Jenkins because you're not missing. Hey. Nah, feel free to if you're new here, go give him a follow because he's one of the most entertaining PES content creators that you will see. If only half of PES streamers would have half of your guys' editing skills, PES would have had cover art a month earlier on Twitch. To be fair, that wasn't a PES thing. That actually, to be fair, that was a Twitch thing. Not that anyone will ever mention it because politics and that, but it was a Twitch issue. But it's there. I mean, we didn't even have a category at first, and then it took forever for that to propagate. But yeah.
There isn't a category on YouTube at the moment actually for PES.
Is there not?
And again, that's nothing to do with PES. There's all the ones for 2021 have now defaulted to PES 2020 for whatever reason. You can't select eFootball PES 2021. It's just not there.
Joyful. It's psychological. You face the better keeper the first time, and it gets in your head. You'll win against Alisson next time, just like with Edson. Yeah. See, that's what we like. Backroom staff that support with messages like that. Cheers, man. Jenkins says, yeah, true. Whatever the reason was, you know how majority seems such things. Poor Adam. Yeah, exactly. That's it. It will always be seen as a negative, but let's just say if the problem was with Twitch, PES are not going to come out and go, fuck you, Twitch, because that will not do them any favours in the future. So, yeah. That's all we'll say on that. But anyway, we are going to wrap things up. I'm going to grab the keys. I'm going to take you downstairs to the parking garage at the ICU Arena, or the car park if you're from the UK. And then we'll get us back to the Manor House. Before we do that, just a couple of things to mention. Obviously, we are still in the transfer window. We do have the final day of the transfer window to go, but we will pick that apart on Wednesday. We do stream 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at around 12 noon. So if you want to join us for the next episode of Masters of the League, ish. It's a big ish. Join us for that. But, like I said, I'll take us down to the car park. Anything you want to add, Bib?
Yeah, I mean, we've got some interesting decisions to make before we end up going to the Champions League. I don't know whether or not anyone's just seen who we're playing in the Champions League there, but we'll leave that to the next one. We've got an interesting away tie. It could be the case where Mason Mount comes out, Jonathan David comes in. We start with Chalov and Haaland rather than Castolo and Isak. So we've got a lot of decisions to make, but the only way that you'll find out where and when they will be is on Wednesday as we embark on our second stream of the season. 58, episode 57 will be kicking off. Unbelievable stuff.
57 episodes. Whew. That's incredible. Just want to point out as well, Bibby is strapped in. It looks like he might not be, but obviously it's illegal to drive without a seatbelt. He does have a seatbelt. It's just a special seatbelt that's been made for the Bib TV. So yeah, he is strapped in as well. I am too. It looks like it's a GT Omega Racing backpack strapped over the chair. Use code ICU if you ever buy anything from GT Omega. By the way, just saying. But it's actually a seatbelt. That's what it is. It's fine. Anyway, that's enough. No point sitting out here. Let's get inside. All take a seat at the kitchen table because it's been a busy day. It's been a long day. 7-0 victory over Man City. A nice easy start to the season against Brighton and Hove Albion, but then a crash down to earth with a 1-0 loss at Anfield. Nobody should be ashamed losing 1-0 at Anfield, but it's bittersweet. So let's get rid of that bit of sweetness with a little bit of flavour. Grab a seat at the table. Grab a seat. Pick whichever one you want. Obviously, the fridge over there is stocked with ice-cold muscle mousse. If you want a can of mousse juice, then help yourself. If you do want any muscle mousse products, !muscle mousse in the chat, then you will get a 25% discount on muscle mousse. Look, do you know I'm going to type it for you. !muscle mousse. Boom. 25% if you use the code IceCream25 at musclemousse.co.uk. 25%! We don't earn anything on that, so we're not obliged to tell you. We're not paid to say it's good. We don't earn any money on that. You just get discount. But I will say that the apple muscle mousse juice is fit. Not paid to say that's my genuine opinion as well.
Yeah.
Jenkins says I'm out of reach. What, from the fridge? Just walk over to it. It's fine.
So fun.
Real Issue says you're good. You're all really good. I'm glad you host me, so I know about this channel. Y'all are awesome. Thank you very much, dude. You're all really
Appreciate
funny.
That,
we would be let's break the fourth wall a little bit. We would be a little bit better than this because we have the Ice Cream Upload studio, which once again we're about to be locked out of because we're about to go back into lockdown again. But usually the plan was to do this in the same room with big green screens and stuff. So you see Bibby sat over there on the laptop, and when we're in the stadium, do you know what we didn't even do? We didn't even open the GT Mega Champions Lounge. We'll save that. We'll save that. Talking about TV screens, because we're not actually driving that out, we can project back to the arena. So let me show you this. So welcome into the hallway outside the GT Omega Racing Champions Lounge. I have confirmation that it is now finished inside. I can tell you that the room has been decorated. It has been decorated to the standard that you can see here in the Champions hallway. So we will be taking you into the GT Mega Champions Lounge on Wednesday. So if you want to come in, have a look around, join us then 12 noon-ish on Wednesday, and we'll take you around, have a little bit of a look inside the GT Mega Champions Lounge. But that's not for today. We'll save that. We'll save that anyway. Back into the Man House. And that's it. We have to take stock, we have to regroup, and we have to figure out how to solve a problem like Alisson. But that's something we will do next episode. We have the transfer window to close. Could we get a new DMF? You guys can help us with that. You're our backroom staff. Feel free to drop any suggestions you have in our Discord if you want to recommend anyone before then. But if not, we will see you live here on Wednesday around 12 noon-ish on twitch.tv/Ice Cream Upload. Yeah, nice. I think we're done. Baby, I think you've got 2 words for them, haven't you?
Suck it now.
I got 2 words for you.
First of all, thank you very much everyone for joining us today. We are going to go over and host someone. I have found someone. Big fan of our channel, absolute legend. Quick Stop Hicks.
Hey.
He's playing through his FIFA Foot Champs or whatever it is because it got extended. So he's playing through that. We'll send you over there, but we do hope to see you tomorrow either for the scoop or at least, the very least, Wednesday for the next episode of Masters League. But until then, guys, stay frosty.
Stay frosty.